receive strength from God's Word today. This is the Preaching Platform.
Today, I would like to talk about God, our provider, the God who always provides for His children. I would like to take the reference from the book of 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 1 to 6. And in this passage, the prophet Elijah comes out of nowhere and proclaims that there's going to be a severe drought in the nation. And that drought would also bring a bad famine as well. But what about Elijah? Would he survive in the midst of this drought and maybe a famine that would follow? Well, this passage tells us that God took good care of His prophet. And here are some principles that we can follow in receiving God's provision into our life. Number 1, Elijah obeyed God's word. Verses 2 to 3 tell us that when God told him to do an excursion to a place called Kerith, Elijah, in obedience, followed the Lord's leading and went to Kerith. And he found that that was a place of safety. It was also a place of protection. It was a place of provision. Secondly, God provided for Elijah according to the need that he had, as shown in verses 4 and 6. His needs at that time were for food and water. And he needed that for a season. And that's exactly what God provided for him. He gave him food, bread and meat, and he gave him a brook from where he could get water on a daily basis. Thirdly, God provided for Elijah at the right time. In fact, He provided for His prophet through a very special courier service in the form of ravens. The Bible tells us that the ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning and bread and meat in the evening. There was no bread and meat in the afternoon. Maybe God wanted Elijah to have a midday diet. Finally, God provided in an unexpected way. And in our lives too, God can bring provision in many unexpected ways, and it's shown in verse 6 of this passage. You know, ravens are normally scavenger birds. They search for food, they grab food, and they hold on to food. But here, they brought food for Elijah. It was an unexpected way that God provided. So He can do the same for you as well and provide for you in unexpected ways. Trust Him for His provision because He will not fail His children. God bless you. If you are encouraged and inspired by these podcasts, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
For more inspiration from God's Word, visit us at preachingplatform.org.